Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of Stoicism, a philosophy that's been around for thousands of years but is just as relevant today as it was back in ancient Rome and Greece. You might have heard of famous Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus. They all had something powerful in common. They believed that happiness and peace come not from external events, but from how we respond to them. In this video, we'll explore practical ways to bring Stoicism into your daily life. And don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to become a philosopher in a toga. Stoicism is actually pretty simple once you break it down, and I'll give you some easy tips to start practicing it today. Let's start with the foundation of Stoicism, control. The Stoics taught that there are two types of things in life, those you can control, and those you can't. It sounds obvious, but how often do we stress about things beyond our control? Traffic, someone else's opinion of us, or even the weather. The key is to remind yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, then worrying about it is wasted energy. What is in your control? Your actions, your thoughts, and how you respond to events. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of letting frustration take over, recognize that the traffic isn't something you can change. What you can control is how you react. Maybe you put on some music or use that time to listen to a podcast. A Stoic would say this shift in thinking not only reduces stress but puts you back in charge of your emotions. Next, let's talk about acceptance. The Stoics believed in a concept called amor fati, which means loving your fate. In other words, instead of resisting or wishing things were different, they encourage us to embrace whatever happens as a part of life's plan. That doesn't mean you're passive or you don't work to improve your life. It means you don't waste energy fighting reality. If something doesn't go your way, a missed opportunity or an unexpected setback, remind yourself that everything happens for a reason. Even if you don't see it now, there's value in every experience. Another principle is focusing on the present moment. The Stoics believe that most of our suffering comes from worrying about the future or regretting the past. Think about it, how often do you get stuck in what-ifs or replay old mistakes in your mind? Stoicism encourages us to center ourselves in the now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." It's simple but profound. When you find your mind wandering into anxiety about the future or guilt over the past, bring yourself back. Ask yourself, what can I do right now that will make a difference? Focus on today, because that's all you ever really have. Now, let's touch on negative visualization, which sounds a bit dark but is actually a powerful tool. This practice involves imagining worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to prepare yourself mentally. If you can visualize potential problems, like losing your job or facing rejection, you can mentally rehearse how you'd handle them. This doesn't mean you become pessimistic. Instead, you develop a kind of resilience. When things go well, you'll appreciate them even more, and if challenges arise, you'll feel better equipped to deal with them. And finally, let's talk about virtue. For the Stoics, living a good life meant living virtuously. They believed in 4 key virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom helps you make sound decisions. Courage gives you the strength to face adversity. Justice ensures you treat others fairly, and temperance reminds you to practice self-discipline. The more you live in alignment with these virtues, the more peace and fulfillment you'll find. It's about making small, everyday choices that reflect the person you want to be. Alright, so how do you start incorporating Stoicism into your daily routine? Here are a few practical tips. 1. Start your day with reflection. When you wake up, ask yourself what you're likely to face today and how you want to respond. This sets the tone for how you handle challenges. 2. End your day with gratitude. Before bed, reflect on what went well, what you learned, and how you acted. Did you live according to the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? 3. Practice acceptance. Throughout your day, when something doesn't go your way, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is outside my control. Focus on how you can respond, rather than what you can't change. 4. Use negative visualization. Take a few minutes to think about things that could go wrong, not to worry, but to mentally prepare. This helps reduce anxiety and increases resilience. 5. Stay present. When you catch yourself worrying about the future or reliving the past, gently bring yourself back to the moment. Ask yourself, what's important right now? By integrating these practices into your life, you'll start to notice a shift in how you approach challenges, stress, and even success. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless, it's about finding strength and peace in the midst of life's ups and downs. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how you're planning to practice Stoicism in your own life. Until next time, stay strong, stay present, and keep practicing.